Like that. He said, yeah, right there.
What is that?
Like
What is that, Bill?
That's HAWS. I'm working on some HAWS for one of my customer.
What in the world's a HAWS? Is that a new pet?
No! What's a
A
HAWS?
HAWS?
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you about what HAWS is all about.
Okay, I can't wait.
This is Head Harvester Bill Arman, and hang on to your horses. We're going to show you what HAWS is all about.
And this is Head Harvester Ed LaFont from the East Coast wondering what in the world a HAWS is.
That's right. So when we talk about HAWS, we're really referring to hourly average wage, HAW. And that's really important part of your estimating process. It's part of your pricing process and making gross margin process. So it's really at the epicenter of your cost and pricing. So hourly average wage is really taking on each employee that you have within a working segment, say like construction or maintenance or snow or whatever, tree trimming, and taking each of those individuals' wages in there. So maybe one crew member makes $14 an hour, one's 12, one's 10, adding those together, dividing by the number of employees, and then adding their taxes, that's associated payroll taxes.
The burden?
Yeah, burden.
Yeah.
We call it the burden rate.
Yeah, right.
Plus their worker compensation rate.
Right.
And then so say for example that averages around $11 an hour, and your burden and your worker comp is another 20%. So you add 20% on top of that. That's what it costs you out of your pocket. Now some states it's lower because worker comp mod rates are lower, and mod rates and rates are lower, and your HAWS can be a lot lower. So it's all over the place. So you want to really make sure your HAWS, you have them separated by each market type or revenue source. So
Hourly
average
wage. Got it.
So now you take those and you use those as part of your base estimating.
Okay.
So when you use your HAWS for maintenance, maybe it's in the range in the United States somewhere between as low as $12.50 and as high as $20 in Hawaii, because they pay all their benefits and all that. So use that as your cost. As we all know, there's only three things you need to know in estimating. There's only three things.
I know one of them.
What's the first one?
Your cost.
Know your cost.
You got to know your cost.
And number two?
I think it's your cost.
Know your cost.
You got to know your cost.
And of course, you know what number three is?
Yeah, it's cost.
Know your cost.
Yeah, you really do. Right to the penny.
Now
You need
listen,
to know that.
the HAWS is very important. This is Bill Arman. I want you to, this is your assignment from here on out. Listen, watch this. I want you to know your HAWS for each of your revenue streams. So that would be maintenance, enhancements, maybe your irrigation department, trees, snow, whatever those are. Construction.
Would be higher.
Know your HAWS. Very important.
So if he sees you in the future, he's going to ask you what your HAWS is, okay?
Yeah.
You got to know it.
And remember one final thing. This may change during the year. You may have a big turnover of people. You may have to pay more because recruiting is going to be a really tough part of the business coming up.
Yeah.
You may have to pay more. So adjust your HAWS when you have some changes of cost in payroll.
Because it'll affect your pricing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is Bill Arman from the West Coast.
And Ed LaFont from the East Coast.
Now go out there and harvest your potential and know your HAWS.